Pensacola Catholic at beautiful Gorecki-LeBeau Stadium. We've got a heck of a game in store for you. I'm Jeff Price, the second member of our crew here. First timer, how about this? Justin Chakness. Justin, welcome aboard.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. It's great to be out here on Halloween night. It's going to be a great game, I think. Hopefully they pull, it's going to be a good game for everybody to watch.
Yeah, the good game part, we don't know what's going to happen tonight. Listen, speaking of that, let's get to that quick. Delhi Bears coming in from Louisiana, about 5.5 hours away. They come in 1-7. It's going to be tough. By the way, Tim McGraw, it's his hometown. That's my fun fact of the night. That's what I got for you. Complete opposite side of the spectrum here. Pensacola Catholic Crusaders coming in at 8-1. Number 2 locked in for the seed and the region seed next week for the playoffs. So it looks like they're probably going to be hosting right here back at home next week against the Freeport Bulldogs. So not a whole lot's changed for Catholic. Obviously haven't lost since week 2, that pace game. We had them right here on Friday Night Rivals. We'll get to the keys of the game in a moment. But let's get the third member of our crew, our sideline reporter, Haley Samples. Haley?
Well, guys, it has finally come. It is our last Friday Night Rivals game of the season, but we are in for a treat. It's Halloween, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of fun costumes as the fans start to trickle in tonight. But what I have seen so far are people bundled up in blankets. It's really starting to feel like fall out here. The temperature is dropping. It's really that football weather, so we should be in for a good game tonight. And as always, I'll be down here on the sidelines bringing you updates throughout the game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Haley. Look forward to hearing from you tonight throughout the football game. All right, Justin, here we go. The keys to the game. Boy, it's tough. 5.5-hour trip on the road on Halloween night of all nights. Probably rather be getting some candy. I know I would.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, 1-7, though. I mean, this is a team, when you look at their roster, they don't have a roster that looks like Pensacola Catholic.
No.
They don't look like Catholic. They've got some really good players over there. But what do you do? What's the keys for them to get an upset tonight?
Keys for them to get an upset tonight is just going to be, hey, they put on their uniform like everybody else does. It's Halloween. Crazy things happen on Halloween. Who knows what's going to happen? Play the game. Things will happen.
Sounds cliche, but, I mean, that's what you got to do at this point if you're coach over there. The problem is when we look at Pensacola Catholic, their keys, they're loaded. We know how good they are. They lost to a good Pace team. We saw what Pace is doing, all season. They're going to have a deep playoff run. That's what the Catholic Crusaders here with head coach Bobby Clayton expect as well. Look, we've got plenty of guys to talk about tonight when we look at this offense. Jalen Brown, the quarterback there, 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Ethan Crandall running the football, over 1,000 yards. Keep an eye out on the slot receiver. Caden Hasso, 10 touchdowns is his favorite target. He's got 30 receptions, by the way, so 1 out of every 3 receptions is a touchdown. It's pretty good. I don't want to give it all to the offense. The defensive end, Trip Dalton, he's explosive as they get. 10 sacks, 14 tackles for loss. Look, these guys are for real. They average 34 points a game. They give up 15. They're ready for a playoff run, so we know Coach is going to have them locked in here. Look, everything is shaping up to be a heck of a game here. The final home game of the year before playoffs get started for Pensacola Catholic. Look, we got kickoff next. Delhi Bears, Pensacola Catholic, coming right up after this.
The presentation of the colors is brought to you by the United States Coast Guard.
Chiefs mess, attend, hut!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What makes a life a good one? Is it our adventures? Or the friends we find along the way? Is it the challenges we conquer together? Maybe it's the people's lives we touch every single day. So, what makes a life a good one? You'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Good evening again, everybody. Welcome to Gorecki LeBeau Stadium here at Pensacola Catholic as we will see the Delhi Bears receive. They won the toss. They wanted to receive. I love it. 5.5 hours on the road. Because we don't want to go play defense first. Just give us the ball and let us go to work. Kicking off for the Crusaders here is Keller Brown. Back to receive is Jatavius Hester and Terrence Williams. That'll be Jatavius Hester on the return. Oh, not a whole lot of room. There's a lot of black shirts. He's got an edge, though. Look at this.
Okay.
He's got the kicker to beat.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. That is Jatavius Hester. Oh, there is a flag way back here.
Is it at the 30, maybe 2?
Yeah, about the 32-yard line. We'll see. Boy, you would hate for this to come back for Delhi. Oh, my goodness. What a return. It looked bleak for Hester there for just a second.
Did not look good at the start, but he definitely broke that edge and got around there.
Yeah, he did. Outran everybody to the edge. You saw Keller Brown try to get off his block. Couldn't do it. Let's see what the call is here. Looking like it's going to get called back. You see the Crusader defense go out there. It's going to be an illegal block in the back. Oh, man. That's just a dagger. Boy, oh, boy.
I definitely thought there was, like I said earlier, there was a chance that, weird things could happen. They could have had that 7-0 lead. But, hey, they got the ball. We'll see what happens on offense now.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's got to build some confidence for you as you move forward here. Again, Delhi comes into this game 1-7, so, it's got to be tough. You travel this far. They played a tough schedule over there. We know Louisiana football. We've seen plenty of guys go to play at our favorite colleges. So, man, you hate to see that call back, but here we go. See the Delhi Bears, boy, look at the 3 backs in the backfield right there. Love the little wrinkle we're going to see. And it's quarterback Devin Miles. No, excuse me, that won't be Devin Miles. That will be Jamarquise Richardson, the freshman, stepping in. Ooh. We saw both of them warm up a little bit. Looks like Miles is going to play that little slot right there. You see number 1. He can play a little quarterback. Both of them can sling a little bit. You see Jamarquise, he's going to step out, and there it is. Okay. Now, they're going to go back to Miles, number 1. Bit of a wrinkle right here in the backfield. Miles takes the snap. A little quarterback power.
Using that speed to get around that edge. See what happens here.
Ran a little bit out of room right there. Number 12, that's Jonathan Showers. Expect to have a big night from Showers tonight. He'll be all over the field for the Crusaders. This is a defense that's given up about 15 a game. Look, they played a tough schedule. They got Navarre Pace. They played Godby. They had them home this year, Montgomery Catholic. That was a game that they lost last year. Montgomery Catholic obviously won the state championship. Providence, Freeport, Destin, Walton, South Walton, and now the final game here. Again, at Catholic, we talked about it in the Open, got the number 2 seed in the region locked up. Most likely, the way things are looking tonight, depending on how things go with Freeport, they will be hosting Freeport right back here at Gorecki LeBeau. And looks like that's going to be Jamarquise Richardson again, the freshman, back in at quarterback.
Oh. I think that might have been trying to be a direct snap there.
Well, that's Terrence Williams on the carry and a host of Crusaders coming down there making a tackle. And that's kind of what it's going to be tough tonight. Listen, we're not going to sugarcoat this. Delhi, this is a team, again, long travel is tough enough. They've got a roster of
close to a yard on the play. 3rd down.
You see the starting lineups right there by Florida Insurance Agency. Delhi, it's tough. They've got less than 30 players on the roster. You look at the sidelines there, Catholic just swallows them up and how many guys they've got back there. Doesn't matter. They're still taking the field. They're giving it everything they got here. And, boy, he's going to try to roll out and just lost his footing again. That is Jamarquise Richardson trying to make something happen. Looks like he may have he bought some time there. He had a little bit of a step. Nothing doing. And you see the Catholic defense right there. Well, this is a squad that has been pretty darn good. They battled all year. Obviously, their only loss came 41-20 against Pace. We had that game right here on Friday Night Rivals. That was a game that looked good early. And in the second half, Pace just rolled all over them. Set up for punt. Low liner. That is going to be returnable.
See what he's got an edge here. Let's see if he can get around it.
That's Caden Hasso.
Not bad.
That's another young man, Caden Hasso. 10 touchdowns on the year, 30 receptions. He is the favorite target of quarterback Jalen Brown. Expect to call his name quite a bit. Quite the athlete here. So we found out it wasn't, last home game of the year you expect it to be, it's senior night. Yep. That's not the case. This game was a little interesting on how they got Del High. Talking to Coach Alice before, one of their coaches knew a guy up there and just kind of linked up. They needed a game, we needed a game type thing. So if you're wondering why the Del High Bears, well, that's all I got for you. So no big story. But here we go, Catholic on offense. Brown will take the snap. Brown's going to throw it.
Oof.
Colton Pollard trying to get the reception right there. Had some room for him. This is a Catholic offense that has been prolific, to say the very least. Brown comes in 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Very smart with the football. What would you expect from Coach Bobby Clayton, team former high school quarterback himself, and Coach Clayton? Coach Clayton can sling that thing a little bit.
Yeah, he had number 3 there, just a little far throw.
That's going to be Crandall, Ethan Crandall.
Oh.
And Justin, you were talking about Crandall when we were looking at these guys, and you were saying, obviously your first time being up here in the booth, your first time looking at these guys. You watch football, you watch high school, college, pro, all those. Looking at Crandall, he doesn't look like a 1,000-yard back.
No, not at all.
You think about the big, stocky running backs or maybe the real nifty guys. He, realistically, and this is not a shot. You see our Catholic offense, again, the Florida Insurance Agency right there sponsoring it. Appreciate them. But he just doesn't look like that guy. But the young man is quite the athlete.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes an athlete to run the ball and receive and all the little things.
Brown. He runs the play fake, and you see how shifty Brown is. Boy, oh boy, he can do that. He doesn't like to run a ton, but he absolutely will. The tackle right there of Del High, Morian Sipkins, number 3, the senior. Catholic's on the move already. And here you see the Del High defense. Again, this is a lot of guys playing both sides of the football. We called it Ironman football. Back when we were playing, it was one of those that's what you did. So we'll see. It's got to be tough out there, especially when you look across that sideline and you got 60 players looking at you compared to your, 25, 30. And Brown's going to toss out to Hasso. And boy, Hasso's going to waltz his way on into the end zone. But we do have a flag. Thrown at the 5. Could be a hold. Looks like this one's going to come back, so Hasso will have to wait a second.
Holding the call against the Crusaders.
The call from our referee. That'll back us on up. Yeah, Hasso, just a little swing route right there. Nice and easy. Great blocking off the edges. A little too good blocking, though.
Spot foul.
Still first down. Like you said, spot foul right there. Crusaders are in the Synovus red zone, the ever-famous here on Friday Night Rivals, Synovus red zone. They're going to hand off. Does he get in? He is just short, and that is Caleb Willoughby. It's like he's out about the 3 or 4. Oh, excuse me, that'll be the 5. That's Willoughby. Willoughby's another one. Obviously, Crandall is their go-to back, but Willoughby is the young man. He'll get plenty of touches tonight. Coming in over 600 yards rushing on the year as well. They are quite the dynamic duo. When you talk about what Brown is able to do throwing the football with, Crandall and Willoughby back there running the football. Quite the trio. And look at Crandall.
Up the middle.
Crandall in for the touchdown. Took a minute longer, but they got it in. Morian Simpkins trying to make the tackle right there, but it's nothing doing. That's a Forrest Jordan and Associates. That's the Generator guys touchdown, courtesy of Mr. Ethan Crandall. And this Catholic offense gets started.
It was impressive to watch. Like you said, it's that running back tandem back there. They're definitely going to be able to perform tonight. Looks like they've got a little bit of a speed edge.
And Keller Brown on for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. And, folks, that is Crusaders 7, Delhi Bears 0. We're going to come right back after a break. Catholic up 7-0.
You're watching G's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Don't let severe weather and a failing power grid leave you in the dark. Call the Generator Guys. As the Gulf Coast premier installer of Generac home standby generators, we offer custom solutions for any sized home or budget. Our expert sales team makes the process easy with available financing and as little as $0 down. And our factory-trained technicians will keep your Generac generator ready when you need it for complete peace of mind. Call the Generator Guys now for your free, no-obligation quote.
Our closet feels so much bigger. Thanks to Closets by Design, I can actually find my clothes.
There's even space for my clothes.
Take 40% off plus an extra 15% off. Call 1-800-BY-DESIGN or visit closetsbydesign.com.
At Peden, when you choose the repair our pros recommend, we'll waive the dispatch fee. Plus, you'll get a full year of Smart Care membership free. Call or book online at Peden.com.
Peden, the pros you can trust.
Welcome back to Gorecki LeBeau Stadium here at Pensacola Catholic, where you just watched the Pensacola Catholic Crusaders march on down the field, going up 7-0 against the Delhi Bears. Justin, we're watching the Jumbotron they got over here, and they're showing Halloween costumes when the players were younger. You got to guess who it is. Quite the touch here at Catholic.
Yeah, I would hate to see some of those photos of me when I was at that age.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's not going to be good.
Yeah, I'm glad at Northview we didn't have that kind of technology yet. So, anyway, Keller going to kick off here.
Oh.
And looks like we probably have an offsides.
Yep. A little too quick.
Yeah. Get the call here. That's a pretty easy call, I guess, where the flag is thrown back there to guess what it is.
There it is.
All right, back him up a little bit. Keller Brown. He is, we saw him earlier in the season. This is your first time seeing him tonight. You were like, wait a minute, what's that kid doing kicking? We hear about like linemen or tight end, big guys going in there want to kick.
Yeah.
And you're like, is that one of the situations? I was like, no, he's probably the biggest kicker, maybe the biggest kicker in the state. Young man is fantastic, by the way. He's not just his size. That leg on him is good as well. And, boy, you'd hate to have to try to, not get tackled by him.
Yeah. If he's the last line of defense, it's still a little bit scary.
This is going to be returned.
Yep.
It's going to be for Terrence Williams.
See what we got here.
Remember they ran it back last time. Look at that.
He's trying to jump through them all right there.
You got to love it. Look, he just jumped. He gained about 4 more yards when he jumped.
He jumped at about the 25 and landed at the 30 there.
Yeah, and last time we saw this Delhi team return, they ran it back for a touchdown, got called with a illegal block in the back. But now we'll get to see this offense again for the second time around. Obviously trying to mix and match some guys in there. We'll see. Number 1, Devin Miles at quarterback. Also, we've seen quite a bit already. Jamarquise Richardson, the freshman in there. Looks like they're going to go back to Richardson once again.
Quarterback number 4, there's Williams.
Richardson takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Carl Fields Jr., and he has got nowhere to go. A host of Crusaders. That's Jaden Coleman leading the way, number 23. Yeah, this Catholic defense is quite stout. You know, this is a team, you're talking about 2A. A lot of teams they played are 4 and 5A, some 6A up there. So very battle-tested what they played on their schedule this year.
Definitely seems like a problem of, like I said earlier, a little bit of a speed issue, getting around that edge, just getting outmatched. But, we'll see what Delhi has right here, see if they can put some momentum together here.
Richardson's going to take the snap again. He's going to play action, just nowhere to go. Man, oh, man, you saw
10.
Yeah, number 10 for the Crusaders. Tripp Dalton, we talked about him. He had 10 tackles for loss. Well, he got away from Tripp for a second, and then the rest of the party came here on Halloween night. Boy, you're talking about Halloween night, scary. That's that defensive front. Not exactly the crew I want to be looking at when I'm trying to get away from people.
Sir.
R.J. Brown, number 69, 55 right there, Thomas Brown. There's some big, big fellas. You talk about 32 as well. We know Bryce Cannon. And Bryce Cannon's fun to watch. A lot of energy up there on that defensive line. Richardson's going to take the snap again. Try to buy some time. He's got the edge. Just nothing doing, nowhere to go. Catholic staying home, and that's going to bring up 4th and about 9. Looks like we'll see the punt team once again. Marquise Richardson trying to make something happen, run around the edge. Not a whole lot of time to sit back there. That offensive line is up against it.
Yep. That's 2 plays in a row there where 10, was it Tripp?
Yeah, Tripp Dalton.
Tripp Dalton got in that backfield, reading that edge, beating his blocker.
High snap. He's able to get it off. And he has got a lot of room to run, folks. We got a flag.
We got a flag in the back. See what happens here.
Yeah, and that right there, Gavin Lashley, number 9. Great return, but this one's coming back, folks.
That one happened pretty early in the return.
Get the call from our referee. Yeah, we got a hold. Back them on up. Well, if anything, that helps Delhi out here. Obviously. It looks like we got ourselves a referee calling for a water break. Let's see if he takes it. And he will take it, and we'll take one with him. Yep. It's the Crusaders 7, Delhi Bears 0. More when we come back.
Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Serving the Panhandle for over 50 years.
It has never been easier to own a new Rheem air conditioning system from Boutwells. Boutwells has financing options from 5 years no interest to 10 years with approved credit, even if your credit is damaged. Boutwells Air Masters, give us a call today.
Synovus is proud to support our community and the student athletes who live here. Each week this football season, when a local team competing on Friday Night Rivals drives inside their opponent's 20-yard line, they'll be in the Synovus Red Zone. Here's where teams want to be. So pull for your team when they take the field on Friday Night Rivals and cheer extra loud when they reach the Synovus Red Zone. Watch Friday Night Rivals on WFGX 35. Get there.
For 60 years, Gene's Floor Covering has provided quality flooring to the Gulf Coast. We've got the top brands for you, including Mohawk Flooring. Visit our showroom today, Gene's Floor Covering in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
Welcome back to Gorecki LeBeau Stadium here at Pensacola Catholic, where the Crusaders are up 7-0. Just got the ball back. Defense got another stop for him, second one of the night. And Jalen Brown going to sling it out. That is Jonathan Showers. Decent game by Showers.
About 6 or 7 on the play there.
Hey, your math's better than mine. We'll go with it. Missing Derek Diamond here usually does all of our stats. So, Christian's bad enough. Christian Garman usually does the game here tonight. He's not here. But, so Christian's math is as bad as mine, so I would be second tier. Derek's number 1, so therefore you automatically jump me in your math. I just get to fill in? Yeah.
All right, got it.
You get the honor of doing the math.
I'll do numbers.
It's a handoff to Crandall.
Bounces it out.
With Crandall shifty. It's going to be an easy first down for the Crusaders.
Maybe 18 or so on that play, I think.
Sounds good. Well, as we go along tonight, we obviously got our awards ceremony. It's our Award Masters Trophy presentation to the winning team tonight. We also got a couple more awards. The School Bus Stop of the Game presented by NHTSA, as well as the Sack of the Game by Boutwell Air Masters, and the Player of the Game, the ever-coveted Player of the Game by Gene's Floor Covering. So after the game's over, tune in with a trophy ceremony, and we'll have some trophy ceremonies of our own up here in the booth. Brown going to take the snap, going to throw over the middle.
Over the middle.
Oh, how about that hit right there? Boy, the target, Colton Pollard. Pollard's had a tough night already, and Jatavius Hester, the senior.
That was well timed right there.
Man, oh man. How about, it's nice, it's cold, it's crisp out here tonight, Halloween night. You throw that ball over the middle. Not a bad throw. Just, boy, Hester, the safety, sitting over there playing center field, waiting for his chance. Knocks the ball loose. Boy, that one's going to hurt right in the back. Oof. By the way, Pollard's not a small fella either, so quite the lick. We're going to go to a twin back set, and that's going to be a handoff to Willoughby. Willoughby about a 5-yard gain right there. It's going to bring up fourth and short. Oh, about 5, not short. Maybe short to this offense, but in no man's land.
I think it's third.
Oh, third down. Okay, I thought he had already marked it. I was going to say, I was wondering how we got through it so quick.
I was like,
that's even better. There we go.
Thought I missed the play there for a second.
Great lookout. See, that was me trying to do math earlier. That's what I get. I forgot everything else.
We got 3rd and 5 here. Maybe a long 4.
Hey, you got to think it's 4-down territory and no man's land right here for Coach Clayton and his offense. Brown's going to run with a split back set again. This time we're just dropping back. We're just throwing a bomb.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Hasso, boy. His intended target was Hasso, but what a great play by Hasso to go out there last second, realize he's not going to get there, and Jatavius Hester, the young man lay in the wood earlier, was going out trying to pick that ball off, and Hasso just tried to do all he could to prevent that from happening.
Like you said, no man's land right here, and they got a decision to make. Yep, definitely going to go for it.
Sub Willoughby out. Jonathan Showers, talented wide receiver, will step in here for the Crusaders. The bottom of your screen, Donnell Gully. He's another one to watch out for, the speedster. And Crandall in the backfield. Brown takes the snap. They're just going to hand it off.
Crandall?
Boy, I tell you what, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. Boy, Crandall spins out of bounds right there. Devin Miles makes the tackle, but how about running on 4th and 5? You got enough confidence in your offensive line. Well, your running back right there, tough running, 1st down Crusaders.
That young man right there, every time that anybody gets to him first, they don't get him. He's been breaking that first tackle every time.
Credit to the big buffet busters on that offensive line as well, making things easy for the backfield back there tonight. Willoughby checks in. Pensacola State College 1st down, by the way. He's going to throw out to Hasso, and just a little too far. Well, I'm sure Brown would have liked Hasso to cut that up a little sooner. Nonetheless, no harm, no foul, but they wish they had that one back. Hasso had the edge.
We got 2nd and 10 here from the 24.
Got the play. Willoughby in the backfield with Brown. Hand off to Willoughby. And Willoughby's going to run this one for an easy 1st down inside the Synovus red zone and inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal situation.
Crandall checking back in. Yeah, that offensive line is definitely opening up some holes. It's definitely working out well for them right now. If they can get that passing game going, it could be an extremely long night.
Listen, you're much faster than me, so, when I say, usually I could say me and Christian, we could run that through that hole. We wouldn't get far, or at least get to the hole. Back in the Synovus red zone. We mentioned that a second ago, the ever-famous Synovus red zone.
Willoughby again, off the edge.
Look at him. Is he going to get in? They're going to mark him just short. Man, oh man, Willoughby almost gets in.
One.
Willoughby's carried down to about the 1-yard line.
Willoughby came in the game, three touchdowns on the year. Ethan Crandall, 13. Willoughby averages 104 yards a game. Just to give you an idea, Crandall averages 121. So Willoughby, quite the back as well. Not surprised how many carries he's getting as well. Again, we talked about this is a dynamic 1-2 punch for them, and we're going to go split backs again. Oh, how how about this? What about the trickeration? The direct snap to the tight end, Colton Pollard. He goes in motion. And how about that? It's like illegal motion.
No.
They're going to call out. That was quite the trick play. You see Coach Clayton, he is beside himself trying to plead with the referee. Beautiful play call. Almost perfect right there. But again, Pollard's had a tough night.
Yeah.
He's had so many things. The missed pass right there. Illegal procedure. You'll see it. But he had, he got the big hit over the middle.
Yep.
And then that one right there. Thought he finally got his touchdown. Boy, he can get the ball back in his hands. Give him an opportunity to make this right.
Something's going to go right for that young man tonight for sure.
At some point, you feel like it's got to.
Things are going to break his way.
Too good of a player. That is for sure. All right, start this back over again. Was on the half-yard line. Now it's on the 5.5-yard line here. 2nd and goal. It's going to be a handoff to Willoughby. Can they get the push? No, look at Delhi. Standing them up.
Willoughby, number 5 on the carry for the Crusaders.
Boy, Delhi just not going to go down without a fight. Love to see that. You know, head coach Tim Puckett over there. Tough sledding coming all the way over here to Pensacola, and then you get to play one of our better teams in the area. But, well, these guys are not scared of a fight. Great to see that.
Sometimes all it takes is one little defensive stand, and it can change the whole momentum of a game.
Yeah,
you know? You
absolutely.
never know.
Brown takes the snap. He's going to look for a man, and Hasso right there.
Hasso.
A little behind him, but Hasso makes the adjustment, and that is Hasso. Boy, how many touchdowns does Hasso have?
11?
Yeah, I believe that's number 11 for him. And it's another Catholic Crusader touchdown. Yeah, number 11.
Yep.
Again, we talked about it. Hasso came into the game, 30 receptions.
Yeah, I saw him coming off that quick slant, and I saw it as soon as it opened up.
All right, Cal Brown for the point after. It is low, but it is good. And boy, while we got a second, let's go to the third member of our crew. Haley Samuels with our sideline report. Haley.
Cheerleaders here at Catholic High School are bringing the spooky spirit. They're dressed up here tonight. They tell me their theme is a mix between zombies and crime scene. You can see their blood-stained T-shirts and the black and yellow crime scene tape ribbons in their hair. In the student section, we got them in black and orange body paint out here, hyped up tonight for this Halloween game. Honestly, I feel a little bit out of place not in my costume tonight, but they're having so much fun bringing Halloween to the game. Guys, back to you.
Haley, yeah, we saw that earlier. We were getting ready to shoot the open down there right before the game, and they walked out. I was kind of confused. I mean, they had the colors that matched Delhi. We weren't sure what it was, but then I was like, I don't think Delhi's cheerleaders will be wearing blood-looking stained T-shirts, but I don't know. I don't judge anybody. You know, it is what it is. I know LSU's going through it right now. The state of Louisiana is kind of wild, so seen crazier things, but yeah, appreciate that, Haley. Look, this is a emphatic fan base, great alumni all over the place, probably the best alumni they have. Christian Garmin, you know, I always call the Crusaders the Fighting Christian Garmin. I'm just kidding. Garmin, if you're listening, you're not. I think you're trick-or-treating tonight with your family, which congratulations. But anyway, we'll get back to some more famous alumni, but right here, the kickoff, well, that's like number 4. That's Terrence Williams again, just nothing doing. I mean, they've got some speed, but they cannot get the block set up, and here we go again. The question is, we've seen the Delhi defense battle. You know, it's 14-0. You say, well, wait a minute, if you're just tuning in, a little outmatched here tonight. Just call it what it is. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter, but the defense is battled. I mean, you talk about how talented Catholic's known for their offense, the prolific passing, the 2 running backs doing all the athletes all over the field. The defense doesn't get enough notoriety. But it's tough sledding. You see the penalty's going to back Delhi up even more. They're going to be on the wrong side of the Synovus red zone, by the way. That one does not count, but we'll call it out here because, hey, last game of the year.
Get them all in there.
Question is, we've seen that Delhi run out the freshman quarterback, Jamarquise Richardson. Devin Miles is the other quarterback as well, the senior, number 1. But, boy, Jamarquise has tried to buy some time all he can. He just can get no space out there. And looks like, believe that is Devin Miles. Devin Miles is going to take the snap.
No.
Busted play. Let's see if he can outrun them. Try to get something here, and nothing doing. Again, that Catholic defense, Miles Davis, the senior DB, chasing him down. But Miles trying to busted play, trying to get something out of nothing. He's going to lose about a yard, so 2nd and 11.
Like you said, like we were talking about earlier, that size up front for Catholic right now just seems to be dominating that line, and it's not providing anything for that offense right now.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. Again, we talk about the depth issue is a problem for Delhi tonight. See Miles, looks like they're going to let the clock run out. 7 seconds left here. They will fight to go to the second quarter and see what they can get going, talk this over. And right there, you'll see the quarter will end, and we'll take a break with them here. It's the Crusaders 14, Delhi 0, second quarter coming right up after this.
The Triple Option with Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer is out now wherever you get your podcasts.
Reef Runner is proud to introduce heating and cooling services to Northwest Florida. From repairs to new installations, our certified technicians do it all. Call Reef Runner Heating and Cooling today and ask about our same-day service for the same great rate.
The field, the lights, the crowd. It's everything to them. But one missed stop can turn a celebration into silence. This isn't how any season is supposed to end. Always stop when the stop arm is out. 1 second can save a lifetime of pain.
Reduce asthma triggers, prevent mold, and avoid other airborne contaminants in your home. Schedule a free duct inspection. Call today or book online at Peden.com.
Peden, the pros you can trust. Hi, I'm Barron, and this is my wife, Kathy. Our early careers, me in the Marines, Kathy, a teacher, taught us the value of service.
Now at Smith Family Carpet, serving our customers and community is the mission of our family business. Right, Shelby?
That's right, Mimi. We have a great variety of carpet styles. Wait, there's more. We sure do, from tile on your walls to tile on your floors. And don't forget, we have wood and vinyl plank also.
That's right. Come visit us at Smith Family Carpet.
And more. Estimates are always free.
A baseball legend is now running the show courtside. Alex Rodriguez talks October baseball and NBA ownership, only on Throwbacks, wherever you get your podcasts.
For kitchen, bath, or complete home makeovers, Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair is trusted and reliable. Visit our Facebook page to hear success stories straight from our customers. Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair, turning your vision into reality.
Welcome back. Pensacola Catholic 14, Delhi nothing for now. Delhi offense deep in their own territory right here. First play was a loss. Looks like they're going to try to make something here. Boy, you just see it again. Just the edge is cut off.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Just going back for more. They'll get the...
spot at the 1, maybe?
Yeah, about the 1.5 yard line. They tackled him in the end zone, but progress was stopped before that. It goes from bad to worse. It is 3rd and forever, about 20.
About the 1 yard line.
Boy, for Delhi, you got to be careful here. Obviously, you're not really worried about getting the first down. Just keep that ball. Even when you get a slide edge, they've got the angle on you. Going to make it tough.
Yeah, like you said right here, they're just looking to get out of that end zone, at least give yourself something for a punt or something. You know, maybe not a first down by any means, but at least save yourself from that end zone right here.
Drop back. Oh, boy. Oh, look at this. And he's got a man. Oh. And I believe he's got the first. He's got enough.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're going to call it incomplete. Oh, man. What beautiful ball, by the way. Devin Miles throws it. Tylen Jones runs a post pattern across the field. They say the ball was dropped. It was tough to see up here. But, man.
4th down.
He did not survive the evil ground here.
Control it all the way through.
All right, so we'll see the punting unit come back out again for Delhi. Wait, what's a bright spot right there? You saw Catholic playing a little man with some soft coverage over the top. The safeties playing deep. And look at this. Okay. We had ourselves a fake, but going to boot that, get it out. Not a great pump, but it'll get out to about the 30-yard line, 29 and a half, what we will call it. Change of possession here for the Crusaders, so we'll get to see the Crusaders on offense once again. Short yardage, not that they needed any help. And what an offense it has been tonight. Again, quarterback Jalen Brown. We've seen Ethan Crandall run the football like a wild man out there, as well as Caleb Willoughby, number 5 for him. Everybody getting their touches.
Legal formation on the offense. That penalty will be declined. First down.
There you go. They will decline that, take the yardage right there. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, that duo in the backfield has been working all night long, and it's going to be hard for those Delhi Bears to stop them.
Yes, yes it is. Delhi's got some good-looking players, though.
Yep.
Boy, they don't have the depth. I think that's the issue here. And they got a lot of guys, most of their guys, in fact, playing on both sides of the football. The old Iron Man way. You got to respect it, but you respect it when you get to play it, not when you have to play it.
Yep.
It's a difference. All right. It's like we're getting set up here.
Everybody getting in the right spots. There we go.
Everybody subbed in, ready to go, and see Jalen Brown take the snap here. He's gonna pump fake. He's good. He's looking for it all. And is it? Oh my goodness! There he is again. Colton Pollard. Had a step.
You got him by about a step. A little overthrown. His number's going to get called a lot tonight, and it's going to come through at some point.
And he's been open.
Yeah.
I mean, Pollard is finding his way open. It is a tough night. Boy, you say tough night, you're up 14-0. You'll take those.
Yeah, those are good tough nights.
You know, when you're down 14-0 and those passes aren't complete, that's a much different story. But obviously Brown would like to have it. Beautiful throw. I mean, I'm not sure who you'd call at fault there. Here we go, line it back up. 2nd and 10 for the Crusaders. Crandall behind Brown right there, quarterback. Pollard will go in motion. They'll just hand it off again.
Oh, no.
Boy, Crandall just puts an old man down. How about that? That's Jonathan Showers.
Said he didn't need that block anymore.
He said, hey, man, just go ahead and sit down. I got this.
I got this.
Take a break. And boy, Crandall, shot out of a cannon. I mean, he is incredibly quick. Him and Willoughby back there. They're going to be tough no matter who they go up against. And you got a flag down. Let's see who.
During the run, incidental face mask.
Tack it on.
5-yard penalty from the spot.
As if they needed more help.
First down.
I think what I'm noticing about 6 Crandall is that he is one of those kids that is top speed after one step. It doesn't take a while for him to build it up. He's at max speed.
Well, the good thing, too, is obviously with a running back, when the offensive line is blocking the way they are, you don't have to worry about reading the block.
Yep.
That hole is going to be there
Just go.
tonight. So, again, like a missile right there. Talked about the Crusaders locked in the 2 seed in their region for playoffs. They'll get to host right back here next week. Looks like it'll possibly be the Freeport Bulldogs. They won that game 58-17 earlier in the year. As Crandall, that's the first time I've seen him get held up at the line of scrimmage. Still finds a way. Gets about 2 yards.
Speaking of Freeport, that is my alumni, Jeff.
Yeah, I was about to get to that.
We won't talk about when I graduated from there. It was a long time ago, but we'll bring that up some other time.
They did wear helmets, though.
They did wear. They were soft, though.
Oh no! They did have face masks. Didn't they? No face masks
back then.
This was pre-1700s.
Yeah,
I got you. Hand off to Crandall. He's going to make a move, and he's going to find his way into the end zone. More tough running. Oh, you saw right there. Number 54, Octavius Chalmers, the senior, tried to keep him out of the end zone, and Crandall wasn't having it. Another Pensacola Catholic touchdown. 9:24 here in the second quarter. Crusaders are rolling. It's our Forrest Jordan and Associates. That's the generator guys. Touchdown. They've got 3 so far tonight. Boy, they're happy we came here to Pensacola Catholic.
Yeah, I think we're bringing his name up again, but Crandall, every time he gets those legs going, it's hard to bring him down. That first tackler has never gotten him once.
Yeah, not at all. Keller Brown puts it through the uprights, makes it 21-0, and that's where we'll go to break. We'll take a second here to collect our own breath. It's the Crusaders 21, Delhi 0. Plenty more coming back right here.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
And we are back. The Crusaders up 21-0 on Delhi. The Bears out of Louisiana. Northeast Louisiana, I should say. About 5.5, 6 hours, I guess, with traffic. Once you get down here around Mobile, good luck, depending on what time they were coming through. Real quick, listen, this game we originally had scheduled as Pace Milton. Things had changed. We had it changed over. This was a month, probably 2 months ago. It was quite some time, I believe, right before the season actually started. So I know some people, TV Guide has it as Pace Milton tonight. Never updated. TV Guide never updated it. So we're here at Pensacola Catholic tonight. We appreciate you guys hanging on with us. Crusaders 8-1, bound for the playoffs. Looks like they're getting ready to host next week, be the number 2 seed in the region. While we get a second, we'll get our Closets by Design School Spirit. We'll get some scores around the area. Niceville up at half at home against Navarre, 28-0. That Milton Pace game, by the way, Pace up, same score, 21-0 on Milton. How about that? How ironic is that? Crestview, I believe Crestview has been one of the hottest teams the second half of the season. Boy, they've been on a roll. 14-3 winning at home right now at half against Fort Walton Beach. We got no score right now, Northview and Flomaton. West Florida up on Pine Forest, 13-0. And Jay up 28-20 right now, second quarter, against J.U. Blackshear. All right, back to action. Devin Miles, a quarterback, and that's about how it's been so far for him tonight. Holy cow, shot out of a cannon. There's our guy, Trip Dalton. We talked about it. Came into the game with 10 sacks, 14 tackles for loss. I think he's added a couple more to that tonight. Just been a tear off the edge. He's originally listed as a linebacker, by the way. Coach Clayton moves him down there in defensive end because he's so quick. He can play that hybrid position if he needs to. You understand that with the speed that he brings as well. But, man, speaking of Halloween, he is going to have some Delhi guys having nightmares about him when they watch that film.
Yeah, those numbers are definitely going to go up after tonight.
Second and about 20. Miles going to take the snap. He tries to find somebody. He's going to buy some time. Just going to roll out a great gain. Never mind. No, actually, about 2 yards. I thought he had more than that. Ran out of room over there on the far sideline. Going to be third and long again. Miles, you see, it's just when a quarterback gets happy feet like he gets, you can't blame him because, the pressure's been in his face. It's not like he can sit back in the pocket and try to, see what he's got going down the field. He knows immediately he's going to have pressure on him. That offensive line is struggling to block for him tonight. Give all the credit to the Catholic defensive line. That's a pretty good group.
There's been no drop back time. It's literally snap it and then panic almost is what's happening just because he knows they're coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
That'll be a false start. Back him up a few more. Man, oh man.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Again, our final game of the year here on Friday Night Rivals. We'd have some crazy games. We'll get into more of that as we go along in the game. We have our Award Masters Trophy ceremony at the end of the game to the winning team. We also have our school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA, our Boutwell Airmasters sack of the game, and our jeans floor covering for the coveted player of the game. So stick around with us after the game. Check out the awards ceremony. Miles going to drop back here on third and long and tries to stay in the pocket, trying to buy some kind of time. He loses the football. And did Catholic recovered in the end zone. Oh, my goodness, that is a Crusader touchdown for the defense this time. Holy cow. Man, oh, man. Well, how about that? We talked about how great this offense is, and the defense has played phenomenal tonight. Just absolutely outmatched that Delhi offensive line. Just been struggling to block them up front. You saw Devin Miles trying to buy some time, do whatever he can. Boy, fighting tooth and nail, and loses the ball as he tries to throw it down the field right there. The Crusaders jump on it for an easy touchdown. Keller Brown will go for the point after. And perfect. And that will kick it 28-0 for the Crusaders against the Delhi Bears. Catholic rolling here on Friday Night Rivals. We'll be right back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
Well, welcome back. That score is correct. It is the Catholic Crusaders 28-0 here early on in the second quarter, getting ready for our Reef Runner remodeling and repair kickoff. Here's Keller Brown. Young man's got quite the boot over there, but just about every facet of Pensacola Catholic tonight, Coach Clayton and his squad has looked good. Obviously, playoffs looming next week. They want to come in, lock in. Don't want to look ahead, and I don't think they have to this point.
I believe that's Devin Miles taking it back. Or is that number 4?
That's Terrence Williams.
You have Terrence Williams.
Yeah, and again, that's about where they've tackled him every time. This, again, I do want to clarify this. The opening kickoff, they ran back for a touchdown, and it was a block in the back penalty. So you got off to quite the start for Delhi, and ever since that kickoff, man, it has went downhill from there. Tough sledding for the Bears tonight. Just for a second while we get Delhi out here on offense, I'll give you an idea about Delhi, Louisiana. It was originally called Deerfield in Richland Parish. About 2,600 people are in the town, the population there at Delhi. It is obviously a small town, not compared to our Pensacola area here, quite large. But nonetheless, when you look at Delhi, a name you might know, Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
That's his hometown.
He's pretty famous. I've heard of him.
I've heard of him a couple times. Maybe heard him on my playlist a few times.
Once or twice.
Yeah, it's a good old time, especially when the weather gets cold like this. Sit around an old fire. All right, Richardson.
Oh, no.
Boy, Richardson, the freshman, checks back in for Delhi. Tries to give the handoff to number 9, Carl Fields Jr., and Carl did not get that football in his gut right there. And again, it is a Delhi turnover, and things are going from bad to worse in a hurry. After the offense was about at the same spot, and you saw Devin Miles fumble the football in the end zone, trying to buy himself some time to throw it there. Boy, just an unfortunate fumble. It's going to make it tough for this defense. Again, I do want to, don't scoff at me when I say this, but this defense has actually battled. They made it tough for Catholic. This has not been a one-play drive for the Crusaders on offense. When they've had to drive down the field, they've had to drive down the field. Obviously getting a couple chunk plays here and there in the run game especially, but they have battled this 28-0. Obviously 21 points are theirs. Obviously the defense for the Crusaders getting a touchdown earlier. We'll see Jalen Brown back at quarterback for the Crusaders. Going to roll out a nice little screen pass right there, and there he is. I told you about him before the game, Donnell Gully. Justin, we were talking about it all the guys. There's a flag down, by the way. See, this one might be coming back. But Gully's been one of those guys, been around for a minute. Great guy for the program, never complains, works hard every single day, and just kind of like a quiet hero. An eligible man downfield. Offensive lineman got down there too quick. That's when you look at this offense, and that was a little RPO, run-pass option for him. That's what you're going to get. Sometimes those linemen get past the line of scrimmage too far.
Ineligible receiver, downfield on the offense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, replay first down.
So look, Gully, you see him shaking his head right there. He wants the ball again. He's like, hey, listen, this is nothing but stat padding to me. More yards makes it easier. And Billy Gully just about walked into the end zone.
First and goal from the 12-yard line.
That young man's averaging 31.3 yards a game and 15.6 a catch.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's not bad. You know.
You just, again, he's just that quiet hero.
Just doing little things.
He just shows up when you need a big play. So Brown will take the snap here. He'll fake to Willoughby, and they're going to run the same exact play, and we're going to get the same exact result. Just a few more yards for the young man. That's about his average right there, by the way.
That was the thing with that play earlier. It wasn't enough yards.
No, they just wanted to run it twice, I guess. Yeah, the offensive lineman saw something was up, so he got downfield. He said, I think we can do better.
Run it back, coach.
Yeah, Donnell Gully, touchdown reception. Jalen Brown puts another one on the board for him, another touchdown pass. That young man is extremely talented. And to go up 35, Keller Brown, see if he can stay perfect here. And he will.
That was Gully's 7th touchdown on the season.
All right. There you go. It is 35-0. And, while we got a second here, Well, we got our sideline reporter. We heard from her earlier, Haley Samples. Haley, what do you got for us?
All right, guys, I want to give the band a quick shout out. You may not be able to see them right from where we're standing, but they are small but mighty. Tonight I had a chance to speak with the band director. He tells me only about a third of the band is here tonight because of all of the Halloween festivities, but they're making it work. They pulled out some microphones to keep the crowd hyped tonight. And although football season is coming to an end here at Catholic, the band is just getting started. They're getting ready for some Christmas shows with the choir coming up in just a few weeks, and they've got a big musical coming to the school in the springtime, so definitely keep the Catholic band on your radar for some community events in the next couple months, guys.
Yeah, Haley, thank you so much for the sideline report. And yeah, the band is right there, basically below us, just adjacent to the right, just a little bit. And Justin, you were talking about it. You're like, oh, we're right here by the band. And I was like, yeah, it's a little smaller tonight. And obviously now we know. Yep. Halloween night, going out there trick or treating. Some family things going on, but they are mighty. They being right above them. Quite loud for the few that are here tonight for the Crusader faithful. Brown will kick off. And that will be another return for Williams. How about this? Some good yardage. Best field position so far.
Could take that young man down right there.
For quite some time. Boy, Williams is tough. Yep. He is you can give him some kind of space. I mean, he obviously can't break 6 tackles at once when the Crusaders swamp him over. But how about this? A little breathing room for the Bears. Let's see who they're going to bring back out at quarterback. It looks like it might be the freshman, 14, Jamarquise Richardson. We've seen him and Devin Miles, the senior, take snaps tonight. At this point, I don't think it really matters if you can't block anybody up front. That offensive line got to find a way to slow them down a little bit.
Going to dig their heels in, get a little bit of a block going, at least open something up offensively here.
We've had guys open when they've had just a hair of time. We've seen guys run free even when they don't have time. Let's see Richardson take the snap here. They're going to run a trips up there. Going to put Miles in the slot.
Let's see what they got here.
Oh, they're trying to run a screen. Yep. And Catholic sniffed it out. Look at Richardson. Oh, my goodness.
33 right there. Whew. Lane Grissett on the tackle right there.
Grissett.
That was solid form tackle.
On the stop for the Crusaders, number 33, Lane Grissett.
Yeah, Richardson.
Lost a couple on the play, second down.
Man, oh, man. Thought he had something.
Yep. It was looking good until it didn't. Actually, about second 12 maybe here.
All right, Richardson back in the gun again, second and long. See if they can get anything going here. They're going to run the same set. They tried to run a screenplay off his last play. Was not doing it. It looks like a bit of a busted play. So some more confusion. And oh, boy.
The quarterback keeper,
this has got to be just tough on those quarterbacks. And I know it's going to be hard for that offensive line to hold this Pensacola Catholic team right now. But
on the stop, number 9, Gavin Lashley.
Yeah, Gavin Lashley on the tackle. Kind of a suplex almost. As if it wasn't bad enough right there. And looks like Delhi is going to take a timeout. So why don't we take a timeout with them? Oh, it is all Crusaders tonight. 35-0 over Delhi. We'll be right back.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Trainer Kurt Friend for medical coverage for Catholic
Welcome back here at Pensacola Catholic Garicki LeBeau Stadium, where the Crusaders up big, 35-0, 6.5 essentially left here in the second quarter. Boy, Delhi has struggled to get anything going on offense, largely that defensive front for the Crusaders. You're going to see Richardson, the freshman right there, quarterback, going to take the snap. Let's see if he can find anything downfield. He's going to throw it up to Devin Miles, and Miles, not sure the miscommunication right there, but
23 for Catholic there.
Yeah, that is Jaden Coleman.
Interception.
It's a simple interception for him, probably one of the easiest of the year. Gets that turnover right there, and it will be Crusader football once again, and this defense continues to just terrorize this Bears offense. Boy, oh boy. Oh, our stream tonight, obviously some people commenting out there. Appreciate people paying attention now what's going on. Maybe some Delhi faithful.
Is that Willoughby?
Yeah, Willoughby going to tough run. There's going to be a flag. I wonder if that's going to be a face mask.
Couldn't tell if it was a face mask or maybe even a horse collar. He did look like he had him by that back, but he also might have had him on that front side too.
Linda Clay on our live streams in the comment. And the boys to fight tonight. Delhi faithful, nonetheless. And look, Delhi again, they are up against it. It is tough. It's a team coming in at 1-7, making the travel 5.5 hours.
Personal foul, face mask.
See the face mask.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
Like you talked about earlier too, Jeff, it's just one of those things of you've got a lot of those guys out there playing both ways. And it's just endless, up against it the whole time. And it's just one of those things of you got to dig in, try and do the best you can, and, hope for the best results and, keep after it.
Yeah, it's absolutely all you can do. I mean, you can't just give up. And you see Willoughby again.
Wow. Just won't go down.
And we had a change of quarterback. Blaze Madry checks in for the Crusaders. Madry, a senior here. It is not senior night, even though it is the last game, home game of the year. They had that earlier on in the year. Had to clarify that. Just get so used to it at this point when you get to the last about 2 or 3 games of the year. It's always senior night everywhere you go. It takes a little bit longer. But not here for Pensacola Catholic. So Madry will take the snap here for the Crusaders. Willoughby in the backfield with him. You got Hasso in the slot, and they're going to stick with Willoughby. And how about that?
There we go.
And we've seen this a couple times tonight. Delhi makes a play on defense. They've made it tough for them at times. But Catholic's been able to break open the big plays for touchdowns.
There's 76, I believe, on that
Zion
tackle.
Hogan, the junior.
He's a pretty big fella, too.
He is a big human being out there. He got some good-looking players. Problem is they just don't have a bunch of them.
Yep.
It's a small roster for the Bears. Oh, Willoughby there again. Look at that.
I think it was Zion Hogan again.
Yeah, they got enough for the first down, but boy, it was going to be close.
Number 76, Hogan.
Boy, Zion Hogan, 2 in a row. Big fella right there.
Willoughby's carry good for another Crusader.
Coach Clayton, when you're up 35-0, you look for things to coach your guys on. And that's a big one right there. That is twice in a row you've allowed him to remain unblocked, or he broke off the block and makes the tackle. Willoughby will stay in the backfield. Madry, quarterback. And 3 in a row, and this time Willoughby almost shakes it loose. He'll go down about the 1-yard line. Be third and about 1. Third and goal. Third and goal at the 1. Second down.
Looks like he might have lost his shoe there. Yeah, one way to stop him. Take his shoe off.
I don't know. We'll see if he can run shoeless out there. Would surprise me. Well, Catholic in the shadow of their goalpost, about to score right here. Madry's going to throw it out, and it is deflected. It'll be incomplete, and again,
Pollard
trying to get it to Colton Pollard. Boy, Pollard open again. Great job batting that pass down for the Bears. And here we go, 3rd and goal. See if the Bears can make a stand. Obviously, it's probably 4-down territory for the Crusaders. Never know, they may try a field goal here. Bears making it tough on the Crusaders here. Oh, look at that.
Busted through that line super quick, like shot out of a cannon.
Boy,
right there.
that is number 3, Amorian Simpkins, the linebacker, senior linebacker, flying through for a loss.
4th down here.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, they have essentially stopped you right here inside the 2-yard line at the 1 right now. They're going to go for it. Madry takes the snap. It is a busted play, and he fumbled the football. Oh, boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Delhi picks it up, and, folks, that is Terrence Williams, number 4.
Stay on it, young man, and keep going.
And there are no flags, and that is going to be a Delhi touchdown, scoop and score. Boy, Madry, there was a miscommunication in the backfield, wanting to hand it off to Willoughby, and Madry turns, and it was leveled by the Bears defender. And, oh, man, I believe I've been Zion Hogan again. Lays the lick to Madry, fumbles it, and scoop and score for Terrence Williams, getting this Bears team on the board. How about that?
Like we've talked about, it's just you just take those little victories here and there, and then sometimes that's all it is. You just got to get it with what you can and make it work. And that was 3 stops inside the 2-yard line with a fumble and a scoop and score.
Hey, you know what? Continue to play hard. You get rewarded for it sometimes. Even on the road, even when things are just looking down for you. That's why right there for Coach Tim Puckett, he has got to, I'm sure he's preaching to his guys, that's why we play every single down hard as we can.
Yep.
They're going to go for 2 here. Uh-oh. Richardson. It seems like a little bit of a miscommunication on where he was supposed to turn, kind of threw off the play a little bit, and he is absolutely leveled. Man, oh, man.
On the stop for the Crusaders, number 29, Eli Rogers.
And we got the clock running right now. This is a... Yeah, the clock is going to run. That is going to be it for the quarter. So you know what? Why don't we go ahead and take it to halftime here? It's the Catholic Crusaders. See if we can get, see if we can get Coach Clayton on here before we go. Not sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the first
half. Like he's walking off of Devin. A Red Hat trying to get him, and he is going, he's going to give awesome. Always going to give us that interview. Interested to hear what he's got to say. Obviously, outmatching Delhi here. It's tough to get your guys up for this, and the way the game kind of started, I think if anything, he's not happy that just happened down there on the goal line, but he's not truly upset in a way. And now he can go in there and coach his guys hard and wake his guys up with that scoop and score. Again, very impressed Delhi on the goal line, down 35-0. I mean, the defense we talked about played hard all half. It's going to be tough here in the second half, but the Crusaders doing what they want on offense. So let's see what Coach Clayton has got to say. Haley, go ahead.
All right, guys, I'm here with Coach Clayton. Thank you so much for joining us. Last home game of the season. How are you feeling about this matchup so far?
Man, we're doing well. We're missing a few plays here and there. We've got to keep up our intensity right here and coming out at the halftime. Made a mistake right there and let them back in the ball game. We got to clean some of that stuff up. We had some backup guys in the ball game trying to get them some reps. But overall, very pleased with the way our defense is playing for sure and our offense.
So what's your main focus going into this next half?
Finish, come out and play hard and keep competing. You don't want to come out here and, you want to get out of here injury-free, with the playoffs on the line. We've got the game pretty much under control, 35-6, but, we still want to come out and compete and have our guys get after it.
Thank you so much. Best of luck to you. All right. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, that's exactly what you'd expect from Coach Clayton going into halftime. Still going to coach his guys hard, knowing what looms next week, but they still got to have to play, and so do we here on Friday Night Rivals. We're going to go ahead and go to break here. When we come back, we got plenty more for you. It's the Crusaders 35, Delhi Bears 6.
Your You're watching G's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
And welcome back. It is Catholic. The Crusaders up 35-6 here at the half. That's our halftime by Pete Moore Chevrolet. Appreciate them sponsoring us as always. Look, Haley Samples has been on the sideline all night long. She's got a couple of great interviews going on. Haley, what's going on?
All right, guys, I'm here with Catholic's athletic director, Matt Adams. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the last home game of the season. How are you feeling tonight?
Oh, the weather's great. It's Halloween, so it's an exciting time. And the Crusaders are winning, so good night so far.
And looking back on the season, what would you say are some of the highlights of the football team this year?
Well, we had some changes. Coach Clayton took over, and he's done a great job, him and the staff. They're 8-1. Hopefully we'll be 9-1 shortly. So the change has been good, and I'm very excited for him and the program moving forward.
Yeah, and the football team is finding a lot of success tonight, but what's going on with the other teams this year?
Well, like I said, we just focus on us and what we can control, and I think they've done a great job with that, and hopefully they can continue on and have a wonderful postseason.
Yeah, are there any other sports teams that you want to throw a shout-out to tonight?
I've got quite a few. Our fall sports have done really well. Volleyball team has qualified for the Final Four, so they're leaving Sunday, and they play Monday, and so excited for them. And our golf programs are also doing well. Swim team also has a few going to states, so been a good fall so far.
Yeah, and so obviously a big part of being an athlete here at Catholic High School is also being a student as well. So from your perspective as the athletic director, how do the students balance that lifestyle between, sports and academics?
Well, they just have to manage their time well, and our coaches do a good job making sure that they have time for practice, but also try and get them home so they can take care of their studies.
Yeah, And we actually have a scholar athlete from Catholic with us tonight, Jillian LaCourte. Thank you so much for being here with us. So you play track or run track and also lacrosse, and you have a 4.67 GPA. How do you do it all?
Like Coach Adams said, just like managing my time, and obviously like I get a lot of help and support from my family and my faith life.
Yeah, your faith life, I love that. And so what are your plans once you graduate high school?
Hopefully go to the University of Florida. I want to be a veterinarian, so study animal medicine.
Okay, and so where did that passion come from for you to want to be a veterinarian?
I've always loved animals. I've always had a great connection with them, and it's always something I've been wanting to put my life towards.
Yeah, and so what are you doing right now that you would say is kind of preparing you for college?
I'm taking Catholic High offers anatomy and physiology, so learning all about the anatomy of the human body and all different types of animals. So.
And you mentioned your support system that has been alongside you all this way throughout high school. Who do you want to give a shout out to for supporting you?
Definitely my parents. They help me with everything, always taking me to my sports events, always being there, and helping me whenever I need help in school.
I love that. Well, we know you have a bright future ahead, so best of luck to you, and congratulations on all you've accomplished so far. It's only up from here.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, back to you.
Hi, I'm Gary Winkler with Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair. At Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair, we understand the value of education and teamwork that is gained through high school sports. That's why we are a proud supporter of student athletes everywhere.
Don't let the roar of the crowd leave you with ringing in your ears. Noise-induced hearing loss is 100% preventable. Protect your hearing and stay in the game. The Reesburg Institute offers custom-fit hearing protection designed just for you. Stay in the game with your custom-fit hearing protection from Reesburg Institute.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
He's going to heave it deep right down the middle of the field and going up to get the football. Did he come down with the football?
Yes,
he did.
Sir.
What a catch right there from Kaleem Taylor.
Allen Moore with pressure on the backside. This whoop. That ball's in the ground and picked up. This is going to be a scoop and score. Jaden Millhouse to the house. Outlaw Casa.
Downfield, intercepted. It's going to be picked off by Holmes. Here he comes to the near side, and Holmes trying to pick up blocks. Cuts it back the other way. Holmes still on his feet. Holmes, will it be a pick six? Yes, it will.
Fade to the end zone, trying to make the one-handed catch. Tremendous effort over there by Isaiah Ivey. Call it a touchdown.
That was 4th and 10. Chased out of the pocket. Launches it down the field. And it is caught. It's a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
What in the world?
playmaking ability from Court.
Peachy to the end zone. Touchdown!
Oh my goodness.
The final play of the game. What a moment.
You got your way. QB sneak wins the game. That's a fitting end of the season, don't you think?
All of the emotions. For
Welcome back. It is halftime here. Our Pete Moore Chevrolet halftime report. Catholic Crusaders 35, Delhi Bears 6. That Delhi team, by the way, had a scoop and score there late. But listen, before we get into the highlights here and what's been going on tonight so far, I want to go back to that scholar athlete. Appreciate Jill stepping in with us for a second. Take that interview. It was so great. Obviously, Coach Adams was a coach here last year. He's the athletic director now. Appreciate their interviews as well with Haley. I do want to make a note. Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair is our sponsor for Scholar Athlete. They have been a fantastic sponsor. They also do our kickoff as well, so they have invested in the high school sports here on Friday Night Rivals. They've invested in the kids as well. Remember, all of our Scholar Athletes will be competing for a $5,000 scholarship from Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair. So just wanted to give them another shout out here. Obviously, our last Friday Night Rivals of the year. But appreciate Reef Runner Remodeling and Repair for doing that for everyone. Again, $5,000 scholarship. I wish I could have done that back in the day, but nonetheless. All right, we got some highlights for us. You see those highlights going on. Justin, let's talk about kind of how we got to this point, 35-6. And look, it opened up, when we talked about the kickoff that got called back for Delhi was kind of tough, kind of set the mood, per se, here on Halloween night. And from there, for Delhi on offense, that's been about all she wrote.
Yep, that pretty much has been. It's been pretty much a showing of the running game and the defensive prowess that Pensacola Catholic has right now. They're just out-manning the Delhi team, and that Caden Willoughby and Ethan Crandall are just running all over the place.
Yeah, they've been able to do whatever they want. Credit that offensive line, the big boys up front, being able to just dominate this Delhi front. And again, Delhi came into this game a little outmatched. Obviously, the roster, was basically a third of what Catholic has over here. They've got some really good athletes over there. It's hard for them to get some time. When we talked about the quarterback situation, it was either Devin Miles, the senior quarterback, or the freshman running back stepping in, Jamarquise Richardson. The problem is not the fact that, they're not good athletes. They just don't have a chance. It's the fact their offensive line is struggling to block anybody on that defensive front for Catholic. They've tried to buy time over and over and over again and can't get it done. So anyway, listen, we've as always, before we go, we talk about our food sponsor. Foosackleys does it each and every week for us. Our crew gets here extremely early. we stay here. They, excuse me, not we, but they stay extremely late getting everything set up that you see here tonight. It takes an army to get it done, and Foosackly's is it. And boy, oh boy, those Foosackly's chicken tenders. Listen, if you're from the area here, you know about Foosackly's. You see right there, man, it's football season. I know we just lost ESPN. If you're a YouTube TV customer, you know how that goes. I'm not getting into all that, so got to figure out what I'm going to do this weekend. But regardless, the Foosackly's sauce, I love the jalapeno ranch, but Foo sauce is fantastic. Go to Foosackly's, pick up a pack. Look, you going to a tailgate, you're going to tea, whatever you're going to do watching the game. We appreciate Foosackly's each and every week sponsoring our crew. But look, it's 35-6 Crusaders over the Bears. After the third quarter, starting when we come back here on Friday Night Rivals.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back to Gorecki-LeBeau Stadium here at Pensacola Catholic High School, and we are here in Pensacola, Florida, and it is 35-6 Hall Crusaders, I should say, over the Bears so far. It was 35-0 there right before half, and Catholic inside the goal line, about to score again, and boy, oh boy, the Delhi made some defensive plays, got a fumble on the quarterback, Blaze Matry, and ran a scoop and scored all the way back. The two-point conversion was not good, but gave a little momentum to this Bears team. Oh, we got a second here. We got our Closets by Design School Spirit sponsor for us. Niceville up 28-0 on Navarre. Niceville looking like they're going to lock in the playoffs tonight. Should see where they end up. Pace Milton. That's going to stir some people up, but Pace 28, Milton 7 right now, late in the third quarter. West Florida all over Pine Forest. Pine Forest pulling the upset, per se, over Escambia last week to win district, so Pine Forest is going to the playoffs. Escambia had the playoffs locked in as of before last night. They lost 3-0 to Tate, so we'll see again. With the region rankings, how all this is going to pan out, is your guess is as good as mine. But West Florida up 28-6 in the third. Crestview 14, Fort Walton Beach 3 at half. Jay has to win tonight to secure a decent chance at playoff bid. They're playing a good team in JU Blacksrover in Uri, Alabama. Well, it's at home tonight against Jay, Jay up 20, 42-22. I know Derek Diamond, who is an alum of Jay Royals, got to love that. South Walton up 28-20 over Mariana right now at half. PHS yesterday took down Gulf Breeze 30-15. The Dolphins will go winless this year. PHS, we had them last week against West Florida. played their heart out, lost 30-22. The PHS getting that win on the road. Choctawhatchee yesterday at home against Enterprise, the 7A school in Alabama. Well, Choctaw took their first loss of the season, 20-16. That was a game to watch out for. We talked about when we had Choctaw on. We know how big up front and deep that Enterprise Wildcats team is. So we'll see what happens to Choctaw. They were the number 2 seed in their region. Mosley wins 26-17 as well. And so that'll round out our games for tonight so far. We'll update you some more. Again, appreciate Closets by Design. We're getting ready for kickoff here in the second half. Remember, Delhi won the toss. They chose to receive, so they will be kicking off to the Crusaders. And kicking off for the Bears is Tylen Jones, the junior. Get us rolling here. Friday Night Rivals, Halloween night, final game of the year. Pooch kick.
Pooch.
Gonna run it around the end. And that is number 19. None other than Harvey Laidlaw.
Number 7, Desmian Wilford on the tackle, the freshman there.
All right, we talked to Coach Clayton. You saw before half. Haley had a good conversation with him, talking about playing some other guys. That's kind of why they didn't get it done there late. Obviously, depth not an issue at Catholic. In a game like this with the playoffs looming next week, you want to stay healthy. You're up big. It's hard to keep your guys involved in the game sometimes. At Northview, we weren't in like that when I was playing. We didn't get too many 35-6 big leads on people, so we never really had this issue per se. But obviously here you're getting a good chance to see what you got behind those other guys outside of practice. So we'll see what they make of the opportunity here. Blaze Madry will take the snap and running the rock hard.
I believe that was number maybe 24, Nick
24.
McClendon.
Yeah, Nick McClendon, the sophomore back, getting some playing time here. We talked about the running back game. It's been Ethan Crandall and Caleb Willoughby all night long, 5 and 6 respectively. And we talked about Jalen Brown at quarterback, number 4. Well, now a whole new slew of guys. And Blaze Madry at quarterback, the senior, getting an opportunity here. You see the sophomore Nick McClendon back there with him. Some new receivers. Madry going to take the snap. Going to hand off again to McClendon. And, oh, man. How about that? Number 52, Joshua Washington, the sophomore, has him right. They think he's going to come down, and McClendon doesn't give up. Well, neither does Washington, and Washington drags him down before a big gain there. It's about a 3-yard gain.
It's nice to see these the second-string guys kind of come in and get those plays, get those reps in, like you said, outside of practice, get that work in, and like you said earlier, too, getting those guys to stay healthy for next week's game.
Yeah, very important, obviously. Health is a big issue. If you've played football before, you get it no matter what level it is, high school, college, NFL. It's being healthy at the end of the year and peaking at the right time, and that's what this Crusader team is doing.
McClendon again here off the end.
Yeah, McClendon will get a first down.
About 10 to 12 on that run. And I'm sure at this point of the season, Jeff, I'm sure you knew what it was like. Pretty much everyone's playing with injuries, at least some sort of injury or something. So, you know, like you said, being as healthy as you possibly can for that playoff push is definitely going to make a difference.
Yeah, again, it's trying to, you know, heal your wounds the best you can. Everybody's banged up at this point, no matter where you play or whatever position it is. So obviously getting your starters a break is huge here. Getting those backups some reps, because you never know what's going to happen in the playoffs. So these are big time reps for these guys right here. Oh, ran into a big old bear. That was Zion again.
Zion Hogan again.
Looking like Hulk Hogan.
The young man has had a really good game, I believe, on defense. It's just, you know, outmanned and outmatched on that line, but he's done all he could on his end to hold up, you know, that side of the field.
Yeah, he's been a nightmare over there.
Yep.
That is for sure. On that side of the line, trying to withhold him is probably one of the best offensive linemen that they got in the Crusaders. That's Zach Wassel. Having a tough time so far. Right there.
He is again.
There he is. Boy, Zion. Okay. This young man, look at him. You love to see him. They're getting excited over there, that defense playing hard. And Zach Wassel, well, he gets beat right there. Blaze Madry kind of runs into him. Doesn't really help Wassel out much. Was trying to roll out, and
They got beat off both edges there. He pushed him into Zion, and Zion took him down.
Boy, an interesting look is Wassel. You know, we talk about backups. Wassel is a starter on that offensive line. As you see, a lot of their offensive linemen are playing right now. A lot of the skill position players are rotating in and out. Here we go, 3rd and long.
Seems like this Delhi defense turns it up when they get inside the 10.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
They tighten the screws a little bit.
Madry takes the snap again. He's gonna hold on to it. He's got a lot of room, and boy, oh boy, they fell for it. Delhi going after McClendon, and we got some extracurricular. Looks like they're not gonna flag it there, but it's gonna be a Crusader touchdown nonetheless. And how about Blaze Madry running the play fake to perfection there for the Crusaders, and that will make it 41-6, pending the PAT right here. Obviously, we have a running clock going on. Keller Brown on for the PAT.
Blaze Madry on the hold. Looks like it's up, and it's good.
And he will stay perfect, folks. How about that?
Blaze is hype.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, when you get a chance to come in the game, it doesn't matter whether it's, garbage time, whatever you want to call it. Not to disrespect the Bears. I don't want to do that at all. That's not what it means, folks. But it's hard to call it anything else at this point. But
plus what you got to look at too is that you get these other guys coming in, and I guarantee that these guys that are the starters, and they're just as happy for those guys coming in and making plays now.
Exactly.
They want to see those guys that get the secondary reps and stuff like that come in and make big plays.
And it's funny you say that, because Coach Matt Adams had this team for years in getting them back to glory, per se, to being just winners. And, the old saying, winners win. Well, it's more than just winners win. You got to have a family behind you, not to sound cliche, but it is.
Oh, yeah.
Any winning program is pretty much a family. And so you look at what this Crusader program was made of for Coach Adams. And obviously Coach Adams is the athletic director now. We heard from him at halftime, thanks to Haley. And you hear, what Coach has been able to do, basically just absorbing, and then Coach Clayton. I mean, hey, look, Coach Adams set the tone. He just comes in, and now it's just about playing football. You see the love these guys have for each other, and hopefully they're trying to make that deep title run that they got so close for so many years now.
Oh.
There it is again. Terrence Williams on the return.
Just didn't have any blocking out there on that edge.
On the stop for the Crusaders, Jonathan Showers.
And with that, we're going to have a water break. We'll take a water break with them as well. It's the Crusaders up 42-6 against Delhi. We'll be back with more.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back on a Halloween night. It is feeling like Halloween. Well, if you're a Pensacola Catholic Crusader, it's a lot of treating tonight. Not as many tricks per se, but Crusaders up 42-6, just laying it on the Bears tonight. Delhi on offense right here. Devin Miles going to throw the football, and how about that catch right there? It has been open at times. They just haven't been able to give him any time, and how about that? It is Miles to Tylen Jones. Tylen Jones was the young man that's been open just about every time he's been able to run a route tonight. It's just, again, been the matter of can he get time in that pocket. So that's a first down for the Bears. Big first down for the Bears. A little momentum builder for them.
Just a little bit of time back there, maybe. That's all he needs.
He's going going to throw out. That is Williams, I believe. It's about 5 yards.
Number 4, Terrence Williams on the reception.
So Miles getting a chance to sit back in the pocket for more than half a second tonight. And you see right there, not a bad quarterback at all. You see the athletes that Delhi has when they get time to get them to him. And Miles going to drop back looking for something open. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to be short of the first down, I believe. Oh, looks like they're going to give it to him.
It's a pretty good spot, I think.
And that will be another first down for the Bears, moving the sticks. That is a Pensacola State College first down.
Another first down for the Bears.
Moving the chains.
And now you see when they get a little bit of time what they can do.
Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Catholic obviously got some guys, some backup guys in there on defense, but does not make a difference. I will say this, when they had time before, they were able to hit some guys open, but now getting a little bit of rhythm here for the Bears.
Oh.
On the run game, nothing doing right there. That was Carl Fields Jr. on the run, and he was stuffed by a host of Crusaders. One of them, McKinley Sluter, were 51.
Tried to get out there on that edge and just did not happen. That speed and that size of that Catholic line, and those Catholic linebackers definitely got them there.
Well, it's playoffs here in Florida. In Louisiana, Delhi has a game next week, I believe, against General Trask. So they have one more week before their playoffs will start. A little bit different. Start a week later in Louisiana. Sometimes I just wish we could start in October. This is football weather.
This is definitely football
so
weather.
So nice. We have our first game late August, and it is blistering out here. Miles takes the snap. He's going to throw deep, and boy, his man's got a step.
Oh.
And that's going to be pass interference. Yep. And that's going to be Kentrell Brookins, the junior DB out there. Yep. And man, oh man, was running by him, Jatavius, Hester, the senior. And he was running by him for sure. Probably a smart move on Brookins' part to hold him up.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty results and a first down.
He definitely had him by a step there, and if he didn't reach out, that might have been a big play right there by Delhi.
Yeah, that was probably going to be 6 for the Bears. And you look at that, and it's not a spot foul. It's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage there. So a good foul. You'll take 15 over 6 for the Bears.
And you saw that young man throw it. He could sling it down there. That was a decent throw right there.
We saw him in warm-ups, and we're like, man, if they can find a way to block this defensive front, they may have their way a little bit. Little pitch out from Miles to Morian Simpkins, and it's about a 4-yard gain for him.
On the stop, number 2, Kentrell Brookins.
Got that forward progress. Got pushed back after that, but, like you said, 4 yards after that forward progress. Going to make it 2nd and 6, I believe.
Well, a little bit of momentum here for the Bears. First time they have drove the football down the field. Obviously, their 6 points came on a scoop and score on defense on the Catholic Crusader goal line. A low snap, handles it. He's got pressure coming.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if he got that in. Nope. They're going to say it was out of bounds.
He's going to say he was out of bounds. It was close.
It was very, very close.
Boy, Miles getting tackled. He is shaking up, slow to get up right there.
Slow to get up.
Again, Miles playing like much of the Bears here, playing both ways. Much respect to these young men.
Going to push us back to about a 3rd and 13, maybe 3rd and 14. Yep, 3rd and 14 here.
And that will take us to the 4th quarter. With that running clock, he sped through the 3rd there, and Well, we got plenty more football for you, but right now it is the Crusaders 42, the Bears 6. Fourth quarter coming up right after this.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering, Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back here. It is all Crusaders tonight here on Halloween night on Friday Night Rivals. Crusaders 42, the Bears 6, but the Bears were driving. Had a big sack back here, put them behind the sticks, 3rd and forever. A little bit of an option, but they're going to run out. They're going to bring the entire army out there to block for them, and it's not going to happen.
About 4 or 5 yards there off the end.
Number 26, Tavion Purifoy.
Number 26, Tavion Purifoy.
All right, it'll be 4th and long.
4th down and about 12 to go.
Been a tough night for the Bears. Again, traveling 5.5 hours all the way from, oh boy, Devin Miles.
Devin Miles.
You see that. The game he's had tonight, kind of hopping on that ankle.
That was from that previous play before the end of the 3rd quarter. He kind of got up a little hurting there, and then went off to the sideline. I think they tried to get him back in there, but maybe he wasn't ready to get back in there yet.
Well, while they tend to him, hopefully the young man is going to be okay. He is quite the player for the Bears. Done all he can do tonight, and we've got a couple things. Listen, we've got our award ceremony after the game. Award Masters gives us this awesome trophy. I mean, I for years have been doing this. I've been trying to take one of those trophies home. Can't do it. Devin, our redhead on the sideline, won't let me. She always makes sure it stays away from me. But nonetheless, Award Masters, Haley Samples will be giving the trophy to the Crusaders, as everything looks like that's what it's going to pan out to be tonight. After that, we will have the school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA. We will also have our Boutwell Air Masters sack of the game, as well as our Jeans floor covering player of the game. Make sure you stay tuned after the game ends there. We'll get an interview with Coach Clayton as well. It is our final Friday Night Rivals, and boy, what a ride it's been this year. We've had some wild games, to say the very least. All this being said, I want to shout out to the crew: Dan Shugart, Christian Garman, Haley Samples, Daniel Hemme, Jack Canavan, Dylan Thorpe, Hank Murdoch, Devin Bryan, Adam Bell, Michael Ruff, Connor Creedon, Maxon Hughes, Vanessa Peralta, Derek Diamond, our statistician, Cameron McMullen, James Roy, Owen Garcia, Thomas McDonald, Justin McCrary, Brad Giovanni, Sheldon Wright, Ricky Barlow, David Fitzsimmons, Josh Holmes, and you, my friend, Justin Chakness, joining us tonight. We got a penalty after I mentioned all the crew. They might have been waiting on me to finish. It was a long list.
Yep, I think they were giving you another second there.
On the defense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Well, that will help. 4th and a little bit shorter here. But again, talking about our crew all year long, battling through the elements. Listen, if you're in the South, no matter if you're from Louisiana, you're from Florida, you understand how crazy pop-up thunderstorms, how hot it gets, the humidity. Our crew gets here extremely early, stays late just to bring this coverage to you. We get the easy job of showing up later after everything's been done, calling the game, and get to take some Fusaklis with us. How about this play right here?
Is that a catch? Did he bring that down?
No, he did not. And again, that was...
Little extracurriculars after the play there.
That was freshman quarterback Jamarquise Richardson throwing it up to Jatavius Hester. Hester's been quite the player tonight as well. Obviously a little chippy right there, rightfully so. But man, oh man, all for naught, and that will turn the ball back over to the Crusaders as you will see the clock will continue to run. One more shout out our crew again. Appreciate everything they do. I know they work extremely hard, and they got the toughest job out there. So bringing you Friday Night Rivals every single week. We talk about it with Fusakli sponsoring them, bringing the food up there, and we appreciate everybody that is a part of this program with us, all of our sponsors and everyone. Friday Night Rivals coming to a close tonight here with 9:47 left in the 4th. Crusaders up big. All right, Crusaders on offense.
Oh.
How about that?
Yep.
That's McClendon again, and it was about 4 Bears in the backfield. I don't know what short you call a pack of Bears. I don't know if I've said that one before.
I don't know what that is.
Nonetheless, there was a host of Bears in the backfield.
Zion Hogan was there again.
Once again, you saw number 7, Tyson LaCour checks in, the sophomore quarterback. More guys rotating in for the Crusaders.
Nick McClendon still in the backfield back there.
Second and long. They're going to bring the house. Yep. And, boy, they're going to get to McClendon once again. Love the aggressive play calling by Coach Puckett.
Come after him.
Yeah, absolutely.
They playing defense. They playing hard.
Love the guys still fighting out there. Got to love that. Always tough.
Looking at 3rd and 12 right here. Clock down to 8:27.
3rd and long. LaCour will take the snap here at quarterback. You see McClendon behind him. It's a new host just about every other snap here for the Crusaders. Let's see who. They run an option play. McClendon, and McClendon's got some room. And a touchdown saving tackle from Desmian Wilford.
It was a shoestring tackle, and if he didn't get him, he would have been gone.
Wilford making the tackle, hanging on right there, the freshman.
New set of downs for the Catholic Crusaders right here.
It's our Hampton Imports first down. Seven and a half to go. Takes the snap, hands it off to McClendon again, and there it is.
Yep.
McClendon stacked up on the
boy, that front for Delhi starting to stand up a little bit. Zamarian Giles, the junior linebacker, first one right there in the middle of that, and then the rest of the Bears came to finish it off. This offensive line right now, obviously you've got some new guys in there rotating in. They are struggling to block this Bears defense.
Seems like the only thing working for the Crusaders right now is getting outside with that speed. That front line is definitely not holding it up the middle right now.
I think we're going to pitch it out again, and there it is.
Hey.
I mean, that was Carl Fields Jr. making him, boy, kind of recalculate a little bit. And that was Terrence Williams finishing him off. Here we go again, 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long, about 13 maybe.
Last 3rd and long, McClendon made a big run up the middle. See if the Crusaders will throw it here. You wouldn't think so, being up big like this, but obviously with some backups in, maybe you try to work something. most likely just a
Definitely
handoff.
some pressure going to be coming.
Oh, they're going to throw it.
Yep.
And there's the pressure. Oh, my goodness.
That was a big one.
Holy cow.
Number 4 there.
Terrence Williams. We've said his name quite a lot tonight. And that's a young man. Woo. Goodness gracious.
Hit the boom on him there.
Holy cow.
That'll bring up a 4th down for the Crusaders.
How about that? Mr. LaCour steps in there trying to roll out. Low snap, handles it, rolls, and just gets absolutely obliterated by Williams.
Kind of in that no man's land here, so it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 13.
What do you got called up for 4th and 13?
I don't know. There's not a lot of plays you got in the playbook for that one. This might just be a run up the middle, just run it out kind of deal.
Yeah.
The old run it and run it and run it. See what happens.
The annexation of Puerto Rico?
Yep.
No, it's
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. That's what we'll call it. Looks like they're run this down, and coach is going to take a timeout, and we're going to take a timeout with them. 5:07 left. It is the Crusaders 42, the Delhi Bears 6. The finish of the 4th quarter coming right up.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
We are back here to finish out this game. It's Crusaders 42, Delhi 6. In punt formation, Bears get a stop here on offense.
Big kicker in.
And yeah, there it is. Big kicker warning. Keller Brown, big fella, averages about 42 yards a punt.
It's going to be right about there. Oh, and he got the good bounce.
Look at that bounce. That's going to be down at the 6-yard line.
We'll take that.
That is a special young man, and boy, as a junior coming back next year, you know, Coach, it's probably the hardest thing. I don't know about anywhere else. I won't speak to anywhere else. I feel like on the Panhandle, it is so darn hard to find kickers. Like a lot of our teams, you have maybe one or two that'll have a good kicker. We've had, Graham Gano graduated from Tate, who obviously kicked 65-yard field goals in his sleep. But we just don't have a lot of those guys around here. When you look at Keller Brown, how he's able to kick field goals, extra points, punt, you just feel like he's going to get better. He's a junior. That is a young man to keep your eye out on for sure. Well, when they snap the ball, will most likely be about 4 minutes right here as there's 4:10 on the clock. The Delhi Bears looks like they'll probably take one more chance on offense right here and finish this game out. They had a little momentum last time. Catholic finally got a big sack, put them behind the sticks, and they could not recover. We got number 2. That's Jacorian Polly, another freshman at quarterback. Whoa, what a bad snap. And just get out of the end zone, young man. And that's going to be a safety for the Crusaders. Was not able to get out of the end zone. Well, Jacorian Polly steps in, and nothing like a low snap for him. Tried to get away, could not. And the Crusaders will take the safety. All right, so they'll have to get the ball back to him right here, and that'll be about all she wrote. Do not forget, once we get done here, obviously we've got our school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA. We've got our Boutwell Airmaster sack of the game and our Jeans floor covering player of the game, along with our Awards Masters trophy ceremony. Award Masters, again, does a great job giving us our trophies all year long, every time here to the winning team. Haley will deliver that to the coach and the team down there. We'll get the post-game interview with Coach Clayton. And don't forget, by the way, at 10:15, Prep football final. Steve Nissom will be on the call. All the scores around the area. Obviously, playoffs looming next week. Region rankings are extremely important. how you win these games. Just winning sometimes is just so darn important. Check in right there, Channel 3, Steve Nessam at 10:15. He'll have everything, and he'll have all the information you could ever need. Check it out after the game. You got plenty of time. It's 9:30. It is looking like we will get this kickoff, and that may be it for the game tonight.
Definitely taking a little bit of time to get everything lined up here.
Yeah, understandable. Like it's going to be a 44-6 final. Ball holds here for the Crusaders tonight. A lot of the Crusader faithful have headed on out. On Halloween night. I don't think I've ever been a part of this when it's been on Halloween.
Officially Halloween.
Officially Halloween. You're a big horror movie guy.
I do enjoy a good horror movie.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you anything about it. Don't like being scared, so.
Grew up on them.
Pooch kick.
Yep.
And that Showers right there on the return. Going to try to take it for more. He's going to go out of bounds. And one more time, we'll see this Catholic Crusader offense take the field. Maybe not. Coach going to call him in here. This may be it. Take their time. And for Delhi, they will drop to 1-8 again. They play next week back in Louisiana against General Trask. Season is not over for Catholic. Lock in the number 2 seed in the region, so they'll be right back here next week to play a team that they beat 58-17. I'm sorry, Justin, I know you're an alumni at Freeport, but it looks like Freeport will be the team they play here unless something changes drastically.
I'm not even sure we had a football team back then.
There you go. We got a bear down. Way back, trying to limp off. Looks like that is number 10.
Maybe a cramp, maybe?
Could be a cramp. No, it's 30, excuse me. Zamarian Giles, excuse me, the junior linebacker. He's had some good plays tonight as well, especially here in the second half. We will get to see number 56, Noah Lloyd, the freshman, check in for the Bears.
Most likely be the last snap of the game.
Yeah, you would think that the Crusaders would just run the ball and take it to the house. Be done tonight. That's going to be McClendon. He's got some room. It'll be a flag, most likely holding.
Another flag. Late on the play.
Extra laundry out there.
Yep. Looks to be offensive.
Yeah, and that will do it right there. See the Crusaders starting to walk off the field. Not really going to matter what the call is. Not even sure if the referee's.
Yeah, even going to say it.
There he is. Okay, the holding call. I was like, maybe he's just going to hold it in and just say, nah. Well, folks, that's going to do it. That is going to do it for our game here tonight on Friday Night Rivals. Your Catholic Crusaders 44, Delhi Bears 6. And what is Catholic's final game of the regular season, our final game here on Friday Night Rivals. Catholic, again, will play here next week in the playoffs. Excited to see what's going to look like next week with the playoff bracket from around our area. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the trophy ceremony and more here again. The Crusaders 44, the Bears 6 here on Friday Night Rivals.
You're watching Gene's Floor Covering Friday Night Rivals.
playoffs. So then we get a little momentum right here going into the playoffs. So we'll have a week off to prepare and get healed up, and then get ready for the first round.
And talk to me more about what that preparation will look like for the playoffs.
Well, like I said, we'll take a week off. We'll get prepared. We'll have some light practices, move around, and then just get ready for the following week.
Now, I know it's Halloween. We don't have any candy for you, but we do have a trophy to congratulate you guys as the winners of this game. Congratulations.
Haley, appreciate it as always, and you see what that means to that punch right there. And a well-deserved trophy ceremony for the Catholic Crusaders. Big win tonight, by the way, 44-6, and there was just never really a doubt. Obviously, we'll get to all that a little bit later. Listen, we've got some hardware of our own, some hypothetical hardware, as we'll call it. And as always, let's start with our school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA.
This is the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
And there it is, number 33, Lane Grissett. Didn't call his name too much tonight, but he had quite the impact, and you can ask any of the quarterbacks there for the Bears. You see the big hit on the quarterback. There was quite a few big hits tonight, but, man, Grissett coming in, laying the wood to the young man. Boy, well-deserved school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA. Again, number 33, Lane Grissett. We've got our Boutwell Air Masters sack of the game. Well, we're going to take, there was a couple of them out, well, quite a few, we'll just say that. We're going to get the sack fumble in the end zone for a touchdown for this Crusader defense by none other than Trip Dalton. We talked about him in the open, the young man, 10 sacks coming into the game, 14 tackles for loss. He was a load back there and just so happened to recover the touchdown right there. Again, this defense was just a nightmare for him. He is our Boutwell Air Masters sack of the game, the young man, Trip Dalton. Getting credit for the touchdown, but it's that entire Catholic defense. None other than the final finale here on our final Friday Night Rivals of the season, our Jeans floor covering player of the game. Well, you know what? Add an S to that. It is players of the game. We talked about it. There was, Ethan Crandall had a good game. Caleb Willoughby had a good game. Jalen Brown, plenty of guys out there. We wanted to get into that defense. I was very impressed with the offensive line, but that defensive line was relentless. The only points given up tonight was by the offense on the scoop and score when they fumbled. So give credit to those guys. Boy, Trip Dalton on the defensive end, Bryce Cannon defensive tackle, Thomas Brown, also defensive end Patrick Theriot, and we talk about the rest of the guys, Gino Cunningham, Jonathan Showers, the Bandit Miles Davis, Lane Grissett, we talked about him, Caleb Johnson, Jaden Coleman, and Gavin Lashley. That defense is something serious, and excited to see, look, they're going to have a week off next week, they're going to get ready for the playoffs, and they are going to need a much-needed week off. This is a team that is right and ready to go, and that is going to round out our Friday Night Rivals. Listen, it's been a heck of a year. We've had a wild ride so far. It's just so fitting we end here at Pensacola Catholic with a big win for the Crusaders. We're going to sign off for everybody. Listen, I'm Jeff Price for Justin Patrick, Haley Samples, Daniel Hemme, our producer, Jack in the truck, the entire crew. We're going to sign off here on our final Friday Night Rivals. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Crusaders 44. The Bears 6. Have a great Halloween night.
Go, go. You wanna try me? You wanna try me? You wanna try? You wanna try? You wanna try me? You wanna try me? Well, here it go. You wanna try me? Well, here it go.
Okay, they can't stop what they can't hold. Can't rock where they can't go. Can't top but just can't fly, cause I know the things they can't know. But listen, we're in my position. You gotta go take yours on a mission. With every decision, it's like with a great yo. And I ain't gonna let it go get to me, dog. Now picture me fall to the wayside where I can't slide to the point where they're really in my face. I'm not looking for sympathy or empathy in my frenzy. It's me against that world, cause the world seems to be against me. I'm rolling. And they ain't gonna roll over me cause I'm going. Taking everything that I see and that's sold to me, you know it. You know that I'm gonna rise above, I'm showing. The word that I was put here to do the things that you know it's me. Against the world, I got my life, I got my girl. That's what I need.
Closed captioning for Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Baptist Healthcare.